Spoke to him, I think last 2 weeks ago, and all the initiatives that we are trying to do over here, a part of it is to spread the awareness around the globe, and because I am a Australian citizen myself, so I'd like to extend that to the Bengali diaspora settled over across Australia. And that's how I got to meet Daniel, and I explained a little bit about our mission statement as to how we are working, how we are prioritizing the digitization over actual printed work, and then what are our next steps, sort of thing. So there were two key initiatives that I like to talk about. One of them is Bengali publication around the globe. So what happens is when we publish a book from Kolkata, it's available in the local market and it's available maybe across India. But it becomes very difficult to get that book across to all the book lovers around the world. So we have started an initiative by which we can serve a book to a consumer locally. So for example, if I order a book in Australia, it will be printed in Australia and it will be distributed to readers in Australia. So this was the first of its kind initiative, and there's a TV channel called SBS Australia, and they reached out to me and they kind of confirmed that this is indeed the first Bengali book published in Australia. I have that book with me, fortunately, and I can show that to anyone who is interested. That's the part one of our initiative, and the second part is to create digital literature, which is going to protect the digital rights, as well as it's going to enhance the reading experience for Bengalis around the globe. So for that we have created a mobile app, and this initiative started a while back, and we have launched a few versions here and there around the way, and then now we are focusing on electronic books, which can protect the rights for the user, so it kind of stops piracy. And then we're trying to make sure that when the readers read it, they find it a soothing kind of experience when they read it in their mobile app. And lastly, we have started a Bengali podcast platform, which is kind of a premium platform for our audio production. And there will be a few more newer initiatives along the way. I think we will talk about it during our presentation here. So now I would like to hand over to Daniel and say a few words for this cultural harmony between two nations and the bright future looking at. Thank you.
Namaskar. Thank you to Abra for inviting me to the OKolkata book launch, and then the description of the range of the apps and platforms that you're using. And nice to meet you as well, Anusthan, and thank you for being the anchor for this evening. So my name is Daniel. I'm the Deputy Consul General at the Australian Consulate General in Kolkata. So many of you might know that the Australian Consulate's quite new here in Kolkata and in Bengal. We only opened in 2019. And part of our mission here is to obviously connect Australia and Eastern India, obviously Kolkata, West Bengal, but also the states of Eastern and Northeast India with Australia. And that's through people-to-people links, through cultural links, through trade and investment, and through, I guess, just being able to share stories about each other's lives and livelihoods. And I think today I'm really pleased to be here at this very historic Shobhabajar, Rajbari, at this very festive time and important time in Bengali culture, Durga Puja, and to be able to celebrate the writings of some very amazing writers who are here in the audience today, who we'll get to hear from today. I think it's really important for Australians to learn more about Bengal, and obviously through your writings, it's one of the ways, and especially through digital as well as through the written print, for Australians like myself to understand the stories, the traditions, the rich culture of Bengal and of India more generally. As a representative for the Australian government, one of the things that I'm very proud to be a representative of Australia is to represent our multicultural and diverse community, and to be able to represent and to be able to showcase the different voices that we have in Australia, and similarly in India for us to be able to be exposed to a range of those voices. And I think your platforms are a very important channel to be able to do that, so I'd like to applaud you for sort of that initiative. The final thing that I'll say is that literature forms a really integral part of what the Australian government's public diplomacy and outreach with the Indian public is as well. So we're very keen to continue to build ties between Australian and Indian writers and publishers, and that's through book fairs such as the Kolkata International Book Fair or the Apijay Kolkata Literary Festival here in Kolkata. And then also through supporting whether it's web initiatives or anthologies of Australian and Indian writers. So I know myself and my High Commissioner in New Delhi, the Australian High Commissioner Barry O'Farrell, have written some forwards for some anthologies by Australian and Indian writers of short stories, which are available on the web through the web platforms and websites, and also through other means. So thank you very much for inviting me here today. Once again, congratulations to all the writers on the stories that you've published, and for it to be distributed to a wider audience, I guess is what is really important for you. So I hope my being here today and the publicity around today's launch will really help to engage newer audiences, as well as the very important Bengali diaspora in Australia. So thanks very much for your time today. Thank you very much, Jonathan.